the southern eastern part of Europe is the country of Bulgaria. Nested between Romania on the north with Greece and Turkey on the southern border, Burgas is the second largest city in the Bulgarian Black Sea Coastline and the fourth largest city in the country. Around 200,000 people occupy the area, making this the ideal destination for resort tourism. Burgas is easily accessible by bus transport from the capital city of Sofia and also by plane. Tourists are drawn here in the summer months to enjoy the subtropical climate and golden sandy beaches of the Black Sea Bulgarian Riviera.
Burgas is a quiet sea resort located on the east bank. It's the second largest city on the Bulgarian Black Sea Coastline. About 200,000 people live here.
Tricada Square is a central square in the city located off Slivnitsa Street and Alexandrovska Street. It runs a few blocks north, ending on Vasilevsky Street. Next to the courthouse is a monument from 1953, high above the square, depicting the Battle of World War II and welcoming the Soviet Army to Burgas. There are concerts, performances, cultural and sporting events that take place here. A large fountain in the center is where you'll find visitors making memento photos as the Soviet Army monument contributes history to the backdrop. After the collapse of the communist regime in 1989, thousands of citizens wanted to remove the Soviet monuments. But in 1993, an agreement with Russia put the monument under protection and secured its future. Next, we head up north of the square, exploring Alexandrovska Street. This is a newly renovated peaceful street filled with various shops, cafes, and restaurants along the way. Alexandrovska Street also continues south of the Tricada Square and cuts into Aleko Bogoridi Boulevard, which is another nice street to spend time during the day or night. It makes this an ideal meeting place and a great spot for photographic memories. As we pass along the beautiful flower gardens on the Aleko Boulevard, we arrive upon the oldest church in Burgas, dating back to 1855. It was built by the local Armenian citizens, who are the fourth largest minority in Bulgaria. The gramophone is one of the city's symbols located before the end of the boulevard. The pedestrian walkway ends at Democratia Boulevard, and crossing the busy intersection brings us into the Sea Gardens Park. The park is situated high above the coastline of the Black Sea beaches, a heavenly retreat filled with lavish flower beds. The oldest part of the park is dedicated to the memorials of the city's heroes, including writers, revolutionaries, actors, and war heroes. It extends to more than 600 acres, with enchanted and beautiful views of the sea below. It's the main artery of the city, providing access to the beaches and offering outdoor evening concerts. Vivid views of the sea and beaches bring new and old lovers here daily to be mesmerized by the tranquility of the Black Sea. The wooden pier was replaced in the 80s by a concrete structure. Besides being used for strolling out to sea and capturing great views, teenagers have made this a diver's paradise, jumping off platforms while old men set up their fishing stations along the pier. The beach here is divided into two sections by the borderline of the pier. The central beach is south of the pier, while the old beach is in the northern part. Getting to the ancient town is simple by bus number 11 from the Burgas Central bus station to the next train station.
I'm here at Nesebar, a historic old town with sandy golden beaches dating back to the 6th century.
The scenic entrance path into the town is worth the quarter-mile walk as you stroll along yachts and sailing vessels in the marina. Along the pedestrian alley is a windmill representing one of the town's symbols. We pass through the original fortification walls and see the archaeology is still at work discovering the past. Some of these picturesque romantic garden cafes can be more expensive as their location seeks mainly tourists who want to enjoy the ambiance and views of this heritage site. I couldn't help but notice this particular place was a favorite sailor hangout. This was the church of St. John Alatergeros, built in the 14th century. It was one of the most beautiful medieval churches until the tragedy struck in 1913. Heading back down the old cobblestone street, we reach the lighthouse and promenade. The path from the lighthouse follows the coastline east all the way around the peninsula. We can now see a much clearer view of the beach and swimmers below as well. Returning to the old city entrance, we hop on a bus again and head up north for about 2 miles along the coast to explore and see why Sunny Beach is the most popular beach resort in Bulgaria.
Sun City Beach is located about 25 miles north of Burgas.
The sunniest beach on the Black Sea coast spreads out for about 5 miles long, with a zillion umbrellas and sun chairs taking up just about every inch of the seafront real estate.
I hope you've enjoyed this tour of Bulgaria. Join us again next time as we conquer and explore more amazing destinations on a $20 a day budget.